Chapter 1. Life After Death. We were the best of partners. Hell, we had known each other since we were 15. We were married by 19 and bought our first house at 21. We discovered life together. We planned to grow old together. It killed me to see her so sad. Now she spends her days sitting in front of my clunky old desktop computer. Sometimes she doesn't even turn it on. When she does, it's to respond to sad emails from people trying to comfort her. Unopened bills pile up on the far end of the desk. Today she is lost somewhere deep in her mind, doodling an endless spiral on a used envelope. I met Maria at the sophomore dance in 1976. She was sitting alone in the hallway. Her hands covered her puffy, tear-filled eyes, and the sound of Nazareth's hit Love Hurts thumped in the background through the gymnasium walls. Bobby Randolph had just broken up with her for the third time that year. I had gone to the dance with my neighbor, Lisa, but just to help her get Tim Rickerb's attention. Maria and I became the best of friends. We occasionally dated other people for short periods of time, but by 11th grade it was obvious that we were more than just friends. I made her laugh. I got her to do things she never thought she would. We dedicated the next 30 years to helping each other live, love, and laugh together. A moment of distraction while driving changed everything. I spoke her name for the 20th time, knowing full well that she wouldn't hear me this time either. Maria, I'm here. As I expected, there was no response from her, but this time the ears of our 8-year-old boxer perked to attention when I spoke. I had been trying to get Maria's attention for 2 days. Was it possible that the dog sensed me? Hey, Murphy! Can you hear me? Murphy sprang to an attentive sitting position and looked in my direction. She seemed to be able to see me, or at least hear me. Hey, girl, you can hear me, can't you? Murphy barked a response that immediately initiated a reaction from my grieving wife. Shh. Go lie down, she said with a wave of her hand. Her sadness was unbearable. I knelt down on one knee to acknowledge my loyal 4-legged friend, and she looked at me with scared eyes. I tried to embrace her with my new frail ghost of a body. Her head tilted in confusion as my hands drifted through her. I tried to scratch her chin like I used to no avail. However, I did notice the hair on her neck stood straight up. I had worked hard over the last few days to develop minimal control over my new spirit body, but now I felt it draining. Murphy whined and lay down with a sigh. I felt weak, and my vision started to blur. I attempted to hold on to the back of Maria's chair, and I nearly fell over when my hand drifted right through it. I was determined to communicate with another living being. I called out to my 4-legged friend again. Murphy! She stood and looked at me with a mixture of sadness, confusion, and exhaustion. I leaned into her and tried to stroke her back again. Her fur stood up, as if a balloon had been rubbed on it, charging it with static. I knew she felt me. She probably would have been able to see me, too, if she could have kept her eyes open. Her back legs wobbled, then buckled, and she quickly went to a sitting position. My balance shifted again, and I tried to stop my fall by stabilizing myself on her back. I fell right onto her. I must have blacked out for a moment. When my eyes opened again, I was looking up from the ground. My vision had been reduced to black and white. I stood quickly, in an attempt to figure out what was happening to me. I looked at my reflection in the sliding glass door. I was now only 2 feet tall, and I had a wet black nose.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.